Hey, what's up Facebook? Lorian here, and it's my passion to empower everyday people to become entrepreneurs. And today we're talking about the 7 secrets to become a successful entrepreneur. So if you'd like to hear about that, drop me a 1 in the comments below and give me some thumbs up, give me some love. That's what we're going to be talking about today. Guys, why I'm so passionate about this is because I know how hard it is to get ahead out there in the world. And you know, I love helping people. 3 years ago I was a dead broke personal trainer. I was massively in debt. I was sick of my boss. I was sick of my job. I was sick of bill collectors calling me up. And I found another way. And so we've created a multiple 6-figure income online and created some pretty cool success. So I love that, passing that on, helping other people to become entrepreneurs. So that's what we're going to be talking about. Let me know. And guys, if you're watching this, do me a big favor. If you're watching this live video, please, if you could write live in the comments below. And if you're watching the replay, then please type replay in the comments below. What's up, Kylie? How's it going? We'll get going in a minute. We'll get going in a minute. Check this out. Hey, just sitting here in the office, and this is what it means to be a entrepreneur, and live life on your terms and do what work when you want, where you want, with who you want. So this is my little office. So we're just kicking off this live video this morning before I go for a surf, because I just love helping people. It brings meaning into my life, brings purpose. There's a difference between busy work and your life's work, right? So I think for me, that I found a vehicle that allowed me to make a difference in the world, to change my life, to help others, and that's what makes me feel good. And that's what we all want, right? We just all want to be happy. We all want to be happy, and this is what makes me happy. So that's what we're doing today. Okay. Hey Bianca, thank you. Janice, awesome, great to see you all on here. If you know some people that would like to know the 7 secrets to become a successful entrepreneur, then tag them below and or share this video right now. Hit the share button, because this is what we're going to be talking about. You don't want them to miss out on this. We're going to bring in some golden nuggets. I've taught and coached thousands of people all over the world now to become successful everyday entrepreneurs. And these are my secrets. This is what I've learned from my experience. And I just want to say, I'm no one special. I'm not an expert, but I'm just talking from my experience, going from dead broke, suicidal, in debt, stressed out of my mind, working 6-7 days a week, 10, 12, 15 hours a day sometimes, to creating an amazing life, debt-free, getting to travel the world, live on the beach, and so I'm fired up. It's Monday morning. Who's fired up? Who's ready to hear this stuff? Hit me some love, guys, right now. Hit that love button if you're fired up to hear the first secret. Who wants to hear the first secret this morning? Hey, Sarah Carmel from Melbourne, great to see you. Big shout out to all of our team down in Melbourne. I can see a lot of our team jumping on here. If you're on our team, give me a fist pump below. Guys, if you're on our team, you're rocking this business with us, you just give me a little fist pump down the bottom. Let everyone know what's up. So, number 1. Who wants to hear about that? You guys want to know what number 1 is? Vanessa from New Zealand, thanks for hopping on. Okay, so we're going to get started. Here. Looks like some people are ready to find out the 7 secrets. Good, Carmel, give me a little fist pump there. I like that. Awesome. So, number 1. Okay, so the number 1 in the, what are we doing? 7 secrets to become a successful entrepreneur. I have to remind myself. Okay, have to remind myself. It's Monday, right? So, number 1. Okay, from my experience, I'm going to tell you that they're all the most important. But if you do not have a burning desire deep in your belly, then there's not much we can do with that, right? I can teach someone how to become successful. I can teach them the steps. I can tell them the social media skills. You know, we've built incredible global team now on social media. We can teach people the skills, but we can't teach them to want it, right? It's like everyone wants to lose 5 kilos, 10 kilos, but who's prepared to do the work, right? Who's prepared to go to the gym, to turn up, to eat well, right? Not many people, but loads of people will tell you that they want it. Okay, so number one is just having that desire, that burning desire for a better life. And I can tell you, 3.5 years ago, I sure had some desire. In fact, going back further as a young guy, growing up, my parents didn't have much money. They were both on pensions. We had crappy old rusty cars. We didn't have a lot of money. So that definitely helped me to have some desire. And I used to watch TV and see these guys and girls that were doing incredible things, and always just, it was like, wow, I'd love to have one of those cool cars and all that stuff, right? So I think from some of our biggest challenges become our greatest gifts. So number one is just having that burning desire. And I don't think it's enough about just having desire. It's about cultivating desire, right? Okay, it's about cultivating that burning desire deep inside and having that vision. So how do you create desire? Well, I think it's about knowing what's important to you first. Okay, well, what are you sick of in your life? What are some of the things that you're sick of in your life? 3.5 years ago, I was sick of my boss telling me what to do, blowing up at me for being 2 minutes late. I was sick of bill collectors calling me up. Now, drop in the comments right now. What's some of the things you're sick of right now? Okay, what's some of the things you're sick of? Because we do more to move away from pain than we will to move towards pleasure. Yeah, so cultivating some desire. I mean, I didn't make a change until I hit that wall, right? That enough is enough moment. When is that enough is enough moment going to be for you? Do you love what you're doing? Why do you do what you do? The question I want to ask you right now is, why do you do what you do? Drop that in the comments right now. Why do you do what you do? Is it just for the money? Is it because it's your life work? Is it because it's your passion, your mission, your purpose? You live and breathe it? Or is it just for the money? If it's just for the money, my hope for you is that you start to explore, is that you get curious about what else is out there. Like, there's no doubt the world is changing. The world is changing. There's so many opportunities out in the world to become successful. More and more people are becoming everyday entrepreneurs than ever before. And that is not going anywhere. In fact, more and more this is happening. You only have to have a look around. Okay, so anyway, cultivating your desire. What are you sick of? What have you had enough of, right? Think about your kids. What is the consequences to you, to your family, if you continue to keep going how you're going? So number one is that desire. Hey, bud. Hey, say hello to Sarah, everyone. Hey, Sarah. Don't be shy. How's the gym? Awesome. So, Sarah's going to join us on the live and finish off the rest. No chance. Okay, awesome. So, number one is desire. Who would like to know number two? Are you ready for number two? Who's ready for number two? Anne Marie says, for others to live without limits. Love it. I do what I do because I want to help. Oh, lost it. Hey, Sarah Clark from Melbourne. Great to see you. So, number two. Who would like to hear number two? We're going to get on, all right? I want to see that love button. Smash that love button, guys. Let's get the love going right across the screen right here. It's all about the love. Can't see, no love? Come on. Come on. Don't let me down. Don't let me down. No, a bit of love. Bit of love. Number two. Here we go. Oh, we got a little bit of love. Sounds like some people are keen to hear the 7 secrets. So, Number 2 is model, okay? Is model. I'm going to extend on this, right? What do you mean, model airplane? Actually, when I was a kid, I used to love making little models and that sort of stuff. Was pretty cool. But I always got the glue, right? I always got the glue stuck on my fingers, and it never looked like the picture, right? You see these amazing model airplanes and cars and all this stuff, right? Like, you never get it to look like the picture. It always had the glue stuck all over it and a few matchsticks or something stuck to it. Does anyone know what I'm talking about there, right? Okay, cool. Okay, so model, right? So model, find successful people. Find someone that's doing what you're doing. Whatever it is, find someone that's doing what you're doing, okay? And then get curious and find out how they're doing that. Find it even better if you can find a proven system, okay? A step-by-step system. And then the next part to that is that being coachable, okay? Is being coachable and willing to follow the system. So model, find people who are having success and just model them. It's a whole lot freaking easier and less expensive, I can tell you that. I can't tell you how many times I've tried to create something from scratch and it's just caused a lot of stress, overwhelm, cost me time, energy, money. So yeah, it was once a time, 3.5 years ago, I was trying to build my own business. I was building my own business, and a lot of anxiety, a lot of stress, a lot of frustration. And when I came across a proven system, a business model, and I realized that all I had to do was just follow the system, plug in, and be coachable, so much easier, so much easier. Okay, so number 3, who would like to know number 3? 7 secrets to become a successful entrepreneur. That's what we're talking. I got a memory like a fish. Seriously, I'm no one special, guys. Like, again, I'm just an Aussie bloke, that's having a crack. And so far, I'm doing pretty good. So, I didn't finish high school. I was a homeless youth. I couldn't read or write that well. I actually used to write my name as though it was in the mirror. And I think I used my left hand as well. So I was all kind of like back to front. But I can tell you what, through my life experience, it gave me a lot of desire, right? People, I don't know if anyone said I wouldn't be successful, but I definitely had the belief that I wasn't smart. I had to repeat at school. And that really pissed me off, to be honest. I didn't want to be in school. I hated school. And when they told me that, actually, this is a funny story. When they told me, this is year 2, year 3, but year 2 or 3, I can't remember now. I must have been what? Like, how old are you in that? And I still remember thinking, when they walked me into the principal's office and they said, you're going to be here for 1 more year. Because I was thinking, right, I've got 4 years left to get through this hellhole, right? And this is like in year 2 or 3, I was thinking this stuff. And I was like, right, okay. And then when they said that, no, you're going to have to do the same year again, I was like, I'm going to raise hell and high water and make life so difficult for everyone involved that they won't want me here. So it pissed me off, but you know what? That served me. That served me. That gave me desire. It gave me determination. Unfortunately, I used it in a little bit destructive ways back then, but it's definitely served me well in the long term. Okay, so model, desire. It gave me desire. Number 3 is willing to work. Okay, willing to work. Is willing to work. Now, that doesn't mean that you have to give up your day job to become an entrepreneur. I know we've got hundreds of people, thousands of people that have created an extra stream of income from the comfort of their own home. It wasn't until it just didn't become, I think for the first 18 months, I did this as a little side hustle, a little side project, a couple of extra $1,000 a month, which is really awesome from what I was doing already. And so, but it just got to the point where it didn't make sense to continue to work at my job. And I started to educate myself and learn that I was working hard, not smarter, not smart. And so when I started to learn that I could work smarter and not harder, which is what most of you are doing, you're working hard, not smart, that I could leverage my time. You know, at my job, I went to work, I got paid, I didn't go to work, I didn't get paid. Okay, but however, when I started to learn that I could become an entrepreneur and I could leverage my time and empower other people and help others to create success in their life, you know, that really blew my mind. Hey Stewie, what's up? Great to see you, buddy. What's happening? Okay, so it's willing to work. Put the work in. A lot of people say that they want it, but they're not willing to put the work in. And I think in the beginning, look, I started half an hour a day. Half an hour to an hour a day in between my other job. And that's where I started. But it just got to the point where it didn't make sense to go to my job anymore, to work, you know, to swap time for money. Okay, when I found out I could leverage my time, leverage my income, that's what really blew my mind. Okay, so that's number 3. And here's what I want to say is that you need to get obsessive. Okay, if you're not passionate about what you're doing, you're only going to go so far. Okay, if you're not passionate about your job, what's your mission? What's your purpose? What's going to bring meaning to your life? If what you're doing doesn't bring meaning into your life, you shouldn't be doing it. Okay, it's going to make you miserable. No wonder people are popping pills left, right, and center because they've got no meaning. There's a direct correlation to the amount of meaning you have into your life to how you feel about your life. And we're wired from thousands of years. We're wired from thousands of years of evolution to help and serve others. So we feel good. That gives us meaning and purpose. That's why I'm here doing this. Okay, I get asked, well, if you're so successful, why are you working? Why are you doing this? Why don't you just go and live on an island? Because you get bored of that. It doesn't bring you meaning. You get depressed. Seriously, it does. You've got to have a purpose. You've got to have a mission. And yes, I want more success. I've got huge, bigger dreams as well. I'll own that 1,000%. So guys, if you're getting value from this, we've got the 3 steps here. We've got 4 more to go. Hit that love button. Let me know. Or hit the whoa. Give us some whoa love there. All right. So what's the next one? Number 4. Do you guys want to? Is this interactive or what? Because I feel like I'm talking to myself right now. Mate, seriously, this is. If you want me to keep doing these videos, if you want me to keep doing this live, you guys have got to participate. Otherwise, I'm going surfing. Seriously. Surf's looking pretty good out there. Surf's looking pretty good out there this morning. I don't know, it's Monday, isn't it? I always forget what day it is. But yeah, I'm going surfing. But I thought I'd drop this quick live video for you guys to help you, with whatever business or job or whatever it is you want to achieve in your life. I thought I'd bring you the seven secrets to become a successful entrepreneur. So if this is helpful, let me know. I'm going surfing. So number 4. Challenge yourself every day. Okay, I need to get some new pens. Right, so challenge yourself every day. Because here's the thing. We don't achieve anything in our comfort zone. Right? It's not enough to know your strengths. Who here has been told that, okay, go do the strength test, find out what your strengths are, and just do your strengths. Okay? Focus on your strengths. That's not enough anymore. It's not enough. Okay? You need to focus on who you need to become in the future. Okay? You need to become who do you need to become to achieve the success you want? Now, that's going to challenge you. Right? It's going to challenge you. It could be talking to a prospect. It could be doing just anything that challenges you, that forces you to grow. Because without challenge, we're not forced to grow. Right? If everything was smooth sailing, Okay, if everything was smooth sailing in your life, you wouldn't grow. Okay, you wouldn't grow, and it'll only last so long. Okay, but through the challenges, through the hard times, it forces us to grow, to seek answers, to evolve. Yeah? Let me know. Drop a 2 in the comments if you know what I'm talking about. Right? Let me ask you this. If you lost your job tomorrow, okay, if something happened and you couldn't put food on the table, wouldn't you do anything to make it happen? Right? You do anything to make it happen. Because you're forced into a corner. And when we're forced into a corner, that's typically when we make things work, when we make things happen, because we've got no other choice. Okay, you'll start searching for ideas. You'll get, if you're creative enough. Anyway, if you know how to think. So, number 5. Okay, number 5. This is one of the most important steps, keys, okay? Number 5 is your environment. It wasn't until I changed my environment that my life began to change, because we are largely a product of our environment. We're the average of the 5 people that we hang out with the most. We're the average health, wealth, happiness, relationships of the people so we need to change our environment. Is surround ourselves with successful people. Okay, I'm so blessed to have some of the best mentors and coaches in the world around me right now, and that rubs off. You know, it rubs off. If you want to become a world champion athlete, go and join a world championship team. Okay, you know, if you want to be a world champion athlete, are you hanging out with the boys down at the pub? With the lads all the time. Look, sometimes you might do that, but you know, who is your social circle? You know, if you're hanging out with a world championship team and you're saying, "Oh, I'm just going to go have a few beers," they're going to pull you in check, right? They're going to smack you over the head, and it's the herd. The herd's going to keep you in check. Okay, they're going to hold you accountable to the values and standards of the team. So they're not going to accept that. In fact, if you want to be a world champion athlete, you're definitely not going down the pub. Right? If you want to be at the peak performance, if you want to be at the very, very top, if you want to be an athlete and you're okay, you know, win a few local competitions, but if you want to win the gold medal, you're definitely not doing that. You're definitely not hanging out with those people, right? So I'm not saying that, you know, you have to eradicate everyone from your life, but there's pullers and pushers in your life. There's people that are going to raise you up, that are going to drag you up, that are going to, you know, hold you accountable to a whole new level in your life, and there's going to be the people that want to push you down, that want to keep you down because it makes them feel good. They're scared. This might challenge you, right? So do what scares you. Do what challenges you. If you're not at least culling 10% of your relationships every year, okay, then you're not growing enough. You're not growing fast enough. Okay, you should be outgrowing 10% of your relationships in your life every year. Hey Pip, how's it going? What's happening? So guys, if this has been on value, drop me a 3 in the comments. We're going to talk about the next one now. Is number 6. We've got 2 more to go. Stay with me guys, stay with me here. We've got 2 more to go. So number 6. Number 6. Alright, so and probably the greatest lesson that I ever learned was the lesson of actually mirror and model is probably I told you I'd tell you that all of them are most important. But one of the most lessons was to the best investment I could ever say is the investment that I ever made in myself, right? Okay, so it's the investment that I made in myself, the time, energy, and money. I haven't always, you know, been like this, right? And you know, I'm nothing special now, but you know, I had a burning desire to create a better life for me and my family, so I started to educate myself. I started to attend seminars, read books, find coaches, mentors that were having the results that I wanted, and I started to mirror and model their system and what they did. And you know, now, you know, we've created a pretty not bad life, right? You know, get to go surfing on a Monday, hang out with you guys. So that's what it's all about. So investing in myself. Now, it's not just enough. High performers are not scattershot, right? They're not just scattershot learners. Okay, they get really specific on the skills, the tools and skills that are going to move the needle. Okay, the things that are going to move the needle in your life. If you feel frustrated, overwhelmed, you've worked really hard, but you haven't been able to shift the needle, like that was me. I remember I was spending thousands of dollars on coaching, but it wasn't until I got really specific and I got laser focused on the key skills that I needed to learn to move the needle in my business. Okay? So work out, what are the most important skills, tools and skills that you're going to need to master in the future. Okay? Not now, not yesterday, but in the future. Okay? And invest your time, energy, and money in developing your skills. Become a master of your craft. Okay? So, number 7. Who wants to know number 7? Are you guys getting value out of this? Okay? Are you guys getting value out of this? If this is helpful, share this with your friends. Because people need to hear this. If you've just joined us, my name's Lorian. It's my passion to empower everyday people to become entrepreneurs. And we're talking about 7 secrets to become a successful entrepreneur. Right? So, we've got number 7. We're up to number 7 now. So, okay, number 7. And again, one of the most important things that I'm going to teach you, okay, is habits. So, motivation is what gets you started, right? Habits is what creates the success, that makes it long-term success. Okay, and again, it wasn't until I started creating some habits in my life that the consistency. In fact, I used to be really inconsistent. I didn't finish everything. Everything was too hard. I couldn't do it because I didn't believe in myself. I struggled with desire. I struggled with self-worth, self-esteem, anxiety. I was suicidal at one stage, and I never followed through. And after getting involved heavily with martial arts for 10, 15 years, I began to learn about consistency. And high performers, successful people, leaders, they don't always feel like doing things, but they do them anyway. Because success is a lot of small things done well over a period of time. Most people expect too much too quickly, but they underestimate what they can achieve in the long term, over 2, 3 years, 4 years. Okay? So setting up some habits. So some habits for me is that I have a checklist in my how I start my day. Literally 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, everything that I go through in my day. So I formed some habits. Okay? And habits have changed my life. If you want to create long-lasting, true success, you may have some initial success by chance, by fluke, okay? But until you start to get serious and create some habits. Now, don't get me wrong. There's times where I break my habits. There's definitely times, but I've got them. I get back on track. If I fall off, if I get off track, I get back on track. Okay? I get back to my system. Your habits are like your system. Okay? They're things that you need to do every day. It's where the rubber meets the road. So if you've just jumped on, my name's Lorian. It's my passion to empower everyday people to become entrepreneurs. And we're talking about 7 secrets to become a successful entrepreneur. And so we'll do a quick little recap here. Number 1 was having that burning desire. Okay, you need to have that fire in your belly. Number 2 is model successful, mirror and model successful people, but not only, I think a major part of that is you need to be teachable and coachable and follow the system, okay? It's much easier when there's a proven system there that you can use. In my old business, I had to do everything myself, recreate all the systems, templates, all that stuff. But when I found out that was all done for me, then I could just focus on what was going to put money in my bank account, that was going to move the needle in my business, right? Okay, so that's why people buy franchises. Look at McDonald's. Okay, a 10-year-old should be able to walk into McDonald's and do their job. And they virtually can, right? Well, they start there at how old? I don't know, 13, 14, 15. They start at McDonald's because their systems are so good. So you need a simple system. You know, the KISS method, keep it simple, stupid. Right? If you want to, there's a great book called The E-Myth, right? It talks about creating simple systems, duplicatable, so that's why people buy franchises, okay? It's a lot easier. Number 3 is just willing to put the work in. A lot of people say they want it, but they're not willing to put the work in, okay? And that comes back to desire and purpose. So if you've got desire, you've got purpose, you know why you do what you do, then you'll have the fuel to implement and put the work in. For me, this doesn't feel like work because there's a difference between about being busy, and your life's work. And for me, this is my life work. This is my passion, this is my mission, my purpose to inspire and help others, okay? So, number 4 is do what challenges you. Do what scares you. Step out of your comfort zone every day because it'll force you to grow as a person, as a human, in your business. It's the only way forward. You need to grow, right? So number 5 was your environment. We're largely a product of our environment. It's no surprise that successful people hang out with other successful people because it rubs off. It rubs off. Network is net worth. Have you ever heard that before? Hit me some lumber if you've heard that before. Network is net worth, right? That's why being a part, having a mastermind. If you're not part of a mastermind, a group of people that are going to challenge you to grow and to hold you to a higher standard, you need to think about that. Okay, if you've got big dreams and goals, you need to be around people that also have those dreams, aspirations, goals, or have already done it. Even better. Okay, so number 6 is invest in yourself. The greatest investment I ever made was the investment I made in myself. Okay. And you can't lose that. You can't lose that investment. You can lose money, but you can't lose knowledge. That's what I've heard. But if you don't use it, you lose it, right? You've got to keep using that knowledge, otherwise you will lose it. So I don't quite agree with that. I've heard that before. So, investing in yourself, absolutely. Okay, so number 7. Just last year, I spent, this last year, I spent more on personal development and education than most people earn in a whole year of wages. I spent that on just investing in myself because I know that investment will be multiplied, okay? And it's not just enough high performers are not scattershot learners, okay? They get really focused on the key skills, tools, attributes that they need to learn to succeed in their endeavor, right? So it wouldn't make sense. So for example, what's a good example? You want to become a world champion athlete, a sprinter, okay? You want to become a world champion sprinter, but you're learning a lot about marathon running. You're reading books about running, but it's marathon running. Is that going to be, it might be helpful to some degree, but is that going to give you the laser focus that you need? Is it the key skills? You don't have time to waste on learning all this stuff, right? You need to get really focused and zeroed in on what are the key skills that you're going to need in the future, okay? In the future. So, for example, the world is changing, right? The world is changing. All right, so number 7 was the habits, is forming the habits. So motivation is what gets you started. The habits are what keep you going, right? So we're habitual beings. I know when I get out of my routine, I get really unproductive and I slip into laziness, okay? But when I stick to my habits, okay, I'm in a flow. I'm in I just get into a flow, right? I can't stop. I could do this all day. I'm living my mission and my purpose. So the minute I get stressed, I get overwhelmed, because people make the mistake of thinking that freedom is just doing what you want all the time. It's actually the opposite. Creating habits and scheduling is true freedom, because our mind gets stressed and overwhelmed and anxiety when we have to make too many decisions. So if we're constantly thinking about making decisions, okay, then we get stressed and overwhelmed. So if you can schedule, create habits in your life, you'll feel less stressed, you'll be more productive, you'll have more meaning, you'll feel better about yourself and build your confidence, which then produces better results. Okay? Guys, give me some love if you know what I'm talking about right now, or give me a little fist pump. Let me know what's up. Is that making sense? So thanks so much for joining us, guys, because, you know, I love this stuff. You know, this is what changed my life, and why I'm so passionate about helping others. Okay, because I know what it's like. I've walked your shoes. I've been, you know, 3 years ago, I was a dead broke personal trainer about to file for bankruptcy. I had credit cards coming out my ears. I was driving my crappy car. I had, you know, bill collectors calling me up. I had the tax department up my ass. That was not fun. It was not fun. And now I found another way, and I'm here to share that with you. Okay, I'm here to share that with you. So, hope you got value out of this, guys. Please share this with your friends. Hit that share button. If you truly care about them, you'll share this with them, because you know what? I want my friends to become successful in whatever they are doing in life. Yeah? Doesn't matter what you're doing. But yeah, so that's it. Thanks so much for joining us. Please, tune in. Hit the get notifications button up, so if you want to get notifications when I go live on this video. And that's kind of it. I'm going surfing now. It's looking pretty good out there, actually. Ooh. It's a bit rainy today, but it's good for surfing. Not much wind. Can you see that? It's a bit glary. Anyway, all good. So, yeah, thanks for hopping it on. Go out there. Live your best life. See you for now. Thanks, guys. Have a great day. Bye. See ya.